How many of you have utilized your phone while behind the wheel? To change a song, answer a text, or to text someone, or even Snapchat someone? I believe most of you have. It'll be just 1 second, you say, but that 1 second can turn into this.
Truck drivers caught on hidden cameras, texting and talking on the phone. These are terrifying moments on tape when drivers are taking their eyes off the road, putting everyone around them in danger. Investigative reporter Jim Hopper from our New York station, WABC TV, brings us the story.
Take a look at this video. A distracted truck driver in Arizona, allegedly looking at pictures on his phone, crashes into police cars and emergency vehicles, killing one officer. The driver has pleaded not guilty to murder charges. It seems epidemic. Truckers on major U.S. highways texting or talking on the phone. The New York highway, this trucker appears more focused on texting than driving. One of the worst cases we observed, this driver engaged in dual distraction as he talks on 2 phones, carrying on 2 conversations. On any highway where we set up our camera, we easily caught truckers dialing, texting, and talking on their phones. Illegal for sure, and potentially deadly.
The truck just came up and hit him from behind and pushed him into another truck.
A year ago, George and Kathy Weed were killed when a driver who police say was texting slammed his tractor trailer into the back of the Weeds' car on a Pennsylvania highway.
It utterly destroyed us. I mean, it's devastating beyond words.
Do you think the consequences are strict enough right now for truckers?
Well, is it really changing behavior? And from your video, that video pretty clearly shows that there's a lot of people driving commercial vehicles that are still using their personal electronic devices.
For Good Morning America, Jim Hopper, ABC News, New York.
But did you know that 1 in 4 car accidents in the United States are caused by the usage of cell phones while driving? This has been noted by Edgar Snyder Associates. One of these 4 you may personally know. Nowadays, mostly everybody has a phone and a car, and we rely on these to communicate with our family and friends, and this is why it has been found that most deaths are caused by these texting and driving accidents. I have experienced texting and driving scenarios firsthand. There have been multiple times when I have been with friends who have texted and drove, and they've ran off on the sidewalk, and I've had to tell them that they were on the sidewalk so that they get on the road and get off their phone. Death may be part of a normal, natural, expected cycle of life, but death caused unexpectedly by this type of particular car accident is not. My goal here today is to stop the usage of cell phones while behind the wheel of a vehicle. I will be addressing why you should not partake in texting and driving, because of how it can impact you and others, and how we can prevent it. First, I'm going to discuss how dangerous it is to partake in texting and driving. According to the National Highway of Traffic Safety Administration, or the NHTSA, texting while driving takes away your attention from the task of safe driving. Texting while driving is the most alarming distraction because it involves manual, visual, and cognitive distractions at the same time. Taking your eyes off the road for 5 seconds, anything can happen. A car can run out in front of you, a person can run out in front of your car and you could hit them, a car can make a sudden stop in front of you, or you could run a red light. To give you some insight on this, it is said that going 55 miles per hour and then looking at your phone will be equivalent to driving the length of a football field with your eyes closed, according to texting and driving statistics. The next point I would like to make is teen drivers are 4 times as likely to get into car accidents or near accidents while on their phone than adults. It is also said that 21% of teen drivers involved in any car accident were distracted by the usage of their cell phone while driving. And also, according to a AAA poll, 94% of these teen drivers know the dangers that come along with texting and driving, but engage in the activities anyways. According to a Forbes article, texting and driving has caused 11 teen deaths every day. So that's 11 families, classmates, friend groups that have to grieve because somebody chose to text and drive to view a message or to change a song, and it wasn't even that important. Lastly, studies for the issues of texting and driving are limited as stated by some researchers, but some have been completed. There is a study where researchers used a cell phone focused distracting driving survey, where it's 11-item validated driver reporting questionnaire that assesses common cell phone readings and writing tasks. The questions are speeds at which drivers have completed each task in the past 30 days and their perceived risks of those. Each of those are basically rated from 0 to 44, with 44 being the higher risk. Here's an example of those tests. So basically it's like you're rating it as a 4, which is you're always doing it or never. In the last 30 days, have you written text messages while driving? Have you read any messages while driving? Written email messages while driving, which is kind of unlikely because I feel like why would you be emailing rather than texting? But basically stuff like that. And these are, so basically anybody under 24 is more likely to text and drive while driving. Text while driving. The study showed that there's a greater self-reported crash rate related to their age. So like I said, anybody under 24 has the greater risk. So meaning the greater the DDS score, the greater the rate of the cell phone related distraction. While it may seem impossible to make a solution for this problem, I did find a few. So you can make it illegal. I read an article that said people who, get in trouble for a DWI, they have a breathalyzer in their car that they have to breathe into so that they can start their car. And somebody said that you can make it possible that there's a compartment in your car that you can put your cell phone in so that you can start your car and drive. And then if you obviously get on your phone while it's in that compartment, somebody would be alerted of that. If you're if you pass a cop or something and you're on your phone, then you could get a citation or a ticket for being caught. Points could be placed on your license and fines could be put in place as well. It is also said that you could just pull over on the side of the road or just wait till you get home if it's that important. I will now conduct an interview, so I'll just ask each of you guys 4 questions and you guys can just give me your answers. So what do you guys consider to be a handheld device?
Cell phone.
Sense.
Anything else like a GPS or anything like that that you consider maybe could put you at risk for distraction while driving?
Yeah, I guess a GPS.
Yeah.
Sure.
So why do you think the Department of Transportation hasn't made texting and driving illegal?
I think there's already different laws in place as far as distracted driving.
What are those? Like, do you know of any others that are in place that cause you to get in trouble for distracted driving? Do you think if you're caught while texting and driving that your phone should be seized at all to maybe?
No, because I think people would buy another phone. I don't
Yeah.
think that would be.
I
Or you
think
should
so.
get like a ticket or something.
So what do you think exceptions of the law of texting and driving could be? So like, if there was a law in place and you were caught on your phone, what do you think an exception would be to letting you off the hook of getting in trouble?
I just don't think you could do exceptions because then anyone could just pretend.
Yeah, like lie
they
and
were-
say that maybe there was an emergency
Yeah,
or something.
Because I know hands-free calling and texting is what my card has, and it works fine.
Yeah. So in conclusion, reducing texting and driving activities will decrease deaths of these types of accidents. We just basically need to keep everybody safe and put our phones down when we're driving and just put others in mind when we're, texting and driving, that it, may not just take your life, but it could take somebody else's life. And I hope that this speech has given you knowledge on the dangers of texting and driving and help you know of ways that you can prevent it.